Good morning, Instagram friends. How are you doing? Yesterday, I promised you to go live this morning because it's a Monday morning, and as you know, I love those. And because some of you asked about how are things going in Bulgaria, why did I spend so much time here, I wanted to connect both topics and tell you something about what I'm doing, how I make the best out of Bulgaria. So basically, one of the things that I love most about Bulgaria is the weather. It is real warm here. In summer, it's something between 30 and 36 degrees. And the good thing is that it is warm all the time, meaning I use that for my tuning. And if you ask yourself what kind of tuning, that's the reason why I'm doing this on a Monday morning. So tuning, because I see myself and actually I see everyone as something similar to a music instrument. And every music instrument, let's say a guitar, needs some tuning. And when you tune your instrument, it means that you enable it to play the music that it has been made for. What does it mean? When a day starts in the morning, you have the chance to tune it because you may before you make any kind of music. And how do I tune myself, and how does Bulgaria help me? The warm weather. Hi everyone. I see faces that I know joining. Nice to see you guys. So, how I tune in the morning. Imagine me waking up very early. It's already 20 degrees, get myself ready, and then go out of the building on the way to my office. And when I go out of the building, it is a small street which goes directly into a bigger street, almost a boulevard, let's say. And when I go on the bigger street, I see the sun shining. It is like the sun greeting me, the sun kissing my skin, and I start by greeting the sun as well. And then I have approximately 20 minutes walking down that street with the sun in my back. And I use it to not only feel the sun on my skin and enjoy the warm weather and warm temperature, but I also use it to, on that way to my office, to listen to things that I like, listen to people that I respect, listen to my teachers, people that I learn from, listen to music that I like, noticing things around that I like, noticing things around that I want to do or experience or to be like or to have, to create one day too. For example, because it is very hot in here, but there are a lot of green plants and flowers, bushes everywhere. People are watering them early in the morning. So when I go down the street, I see the people watering all the roses, all the plants, the trees, and I imagine how much fun it must be to have such a job. Or I imagine how much fun it must be to take care of life things like the flowers. And then I go further and I see some kids going to school, and I remember some nice memories from my school time. And especially in June, it was the season of linden trees, with that very delicious, now the word doesn't come to my mind, but they smell delicious, the linden trees. And I go down the street and I can smell it, I can feel the warm air, I can feel the sun, and I listen to my favorite music, or I listen to my favorite teachers. And I'm almost flying. You can imagine I'm half the distance to the office. The whole distance is approximately 30 minutes walking, and I'm half the distance, and I'm almost flying because of the things that I like around me, sensing them with all my senses. And then I remember another instrument which helps me to tune myself, which is my life mission. And some of you know that I see life as a huge playground, and the way I measure my happiness, my success, and the degree to which I feel free in what I do is how much fun do I have today playing at that playground? Or how many playgrounds do I identify? How many playgrounds do I create for myself, other people, but also help other people to create playgrounds for them? So, as well, in the morning, walking to the office, I review my appointments for the day because I have them in my head, or I take a look at my calendar on my smartphone and I see the appointments that I'm going to have today. So, let's say I am having this Instagram live right now, and afterwards I have a coaching call on Zoom. So I ask myself, what can I do during that Instagram live and afterwards during the coaching call so that I can be the one who is at the playground? And what can I do so that I can enable the other people to be at their playground too? And then I immediately know, depending on the scheduled time and the scheduled task, my goal, I immediately know which parts of my personality are needed for this, or I know which resources that I already have or that I additionally need are needed so that I can be that person during that appointment. And of course, sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes not so well, but the point is, this is the best way that I know for tuning myself. And then imagine also after the walk, which is a physical activation of the body, activating the smell, activating my eyes, my imagination, my creativity. I'm already very, very tuned for the day. And then during the day, I work basically in this cool office. This is another thing that I'm looking forward to, with the great coffee, great location, cool people, different areas to sit in. Or also you can see behind me, this is a huge room which I also love when I have calls, because I love walking around. And then during the day, another thing that I love about Bulgaria is when you want to have lunch, you can go basically in the city center everywhere. There are so many restaurants with home-cooked meals. You can imagine it is like buffet in a all-inclusive hotel in a nice way. And then you can go there, you can pick a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you compose your own lunch, so to speak. And what I love about it is not only that it is home cooked and it tastes delicious, but I love the idea that I can decide on spot. It's very fast. I can see what I'm going to eat. I can choose based on it, and I can basically choose several different options. And I love that about Bulgaria. I really wish that Germany or Munich is going to have something similar very, very soon too. And then another thing which I love about Bulgaria is how my evenings are, or let's say the way in the evening to my home. Imagine it is still 30 degrees in the evening, and there is a beautiful downtown. There is a beautiful city with a creative district with a lot of galleries, art shops, coffees, restaurants, and people are sitting outside. And there is some live music outside, and there are families going for a walk, even late in the evening, even at midnight. There are small kids, and I don't want to say that that's the right thing to do, but I just enjoy it when I see families going for a walk late in the evening. Because for me, seeing that and being part of this summer life of people enjoying the warm weather, people spending time outside, enjoying food and drinks and socializing. For me, this is a huge part of what makes us people feel alive, what makes us people feel connected. So almost every evening, I enjoy walking home again. It is warm. It is. You hear the music. You hear people laughing. You see people laughing and playing, even eating at midnight outside. And I just feel free, and I feel alive. And that's again a great way to tune myself. So, hi Vivek, thanks for joining. So, I would be very curious to hear what you think about my method of tuning myself, similar to a music instrument, and what kinds of tuning rituals you have for yourself, and also what you think about the things that I'm telling you about Bulgaria, or maybe you yourself live in a similar place, in a similar country, or maybe you yourself have experienced something similar, and please share your experience with me. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye, have a great start of the week. Don't forget to tune yourself.